That's the thing that's kind of like
Talking about classic.
the world in Cataclysm. Like obviously it sucked, but it was kind of sick to like finally see some of these other parts come to life at the same time.
Oh yeah, no for sure. But yeah, just talking about some classic plus stuff.
I like Cataclysm overall though as well. People hated on it at the time, but looking back on it, definitely definitely still a lot better than retail now.
More modern stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't played in a few days. He's talking a lot of it. So I haven't played in a few days. Level 50 right now. I've got enough rest experience to get to 51.
I'm hoping they do Classic Plus. I feel like they got you at this point.
I'll do an intro later.
They're gonna do whatever they can to make money. So like, still really at this point, it's kind of their best option.
The thing is, you see a lot of people clamoring for it, and there's a lot of people that say it'll never happen. But if you look at Classic, that's all it was. People begging for it. Like tons of people like, oh, we want to play the base game. Like it went too far, and like it just, as you can see, it became really popular, and it's still popular. And what's even more funny is that Burning Crusade and Wrath went through, and now all of a sudden these vanilla servers, the Arrow servers, are becoming popular again.
It's still the biggest, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I was playing Wrath when it first came out, and I got bored of older art, just having to prog and all the time and stuff. So I came back to Classic, and I think I'm sure a lot of people were in similar situations to that. But yeah, Classic's like always like the home to go back to.
Then I'm about to screech. Looks like he's chilling. So I'm gonna try to hit at least level 51. Wrist is still hurting, but I felt like playing. I've been giving it a lot of rest, been doing some exercise and stuff, but
yeah, I got my mage wand.
I'm chilling with a few guys in Discord. We were talking about Classic Plus. I hadn't been, streaming. I was like, you got to do it. Just go ahead and click start stream, and we'll go from there. So I apologize for that messy intro, but we've been having fun. This stuff.
I make so much money off this enchantment. Sweetheart, why don't you sit down and drink your wine and talk? Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, doing some blasted lands. I trained, excuse me, track Dragonkin, so I can track Teremus, so I don't get snuck up on, hopefully. But it's good to be playing. For those of you still watching these, I do appreciate it. I know it's very sparingly, but I'll get back to it. I gotta let my wrist heal. I hate to be like that, but
brought your computer?
Can't do it. I can't let myself just keep hurting. It's been hurting like this area right here. I know I'm like where it connects. Incredibly painful. Been really easy on all day. At the very end of the day, tweaked it. It's been hurting like crazy again. But I've been taking it easy tonight. Now it's not hurting while I play. So I'm giving it a chance. I'm just not going to play like all night. I'm at least going to hit 51. I would like to play more. I like to play obsessively, but I'll tell you what. I am excited for BlizzCon. People can trash it all at once. I want to hear about Classic Plus, if it's a thing. I'm used to having my dreams dashed. That's fine. Even if it's not exactly what I want to hear something. And if I don't, disappointment, whatever. I'll be fine. But just the thought of it would be cool. I probably would stop playing hardcore, but I gotta hit this character 60 no matter what. Only 10 levels to go. Well, 9 and like a quarter. But I'll be talking to these guys a little bit more. And I know that intro was really, really messy. But I kept thinking, if I don't hit start recording, I'm never gonna do it. If I don't hit or start streaming, I'm never gonna do it. Tony, who I'm in here with, is one of like the last people that's been playing. He has caught up to me again. He'll probably end up beating me at 60 because I've been playing like once a week. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to these guys. No, sorry, I'm back. Yeah, classic for me. It just feels like a different game than Burning Crusade or Wrath ever did. I don't know, like it was still a fine game, but to me, like when Burning Crusade started, I didn't like going from a big open world like Azeroth and just being stuck in Outland, which is like I think 7 zones, and it was just all in space, and then you all had one city that you shared with the Alliance, which I did not like because I was big on Horde. Like I had to.
Yeah.
I was like, I hated having the shared city, and I hated like that big world that they crafted, that world that I like to play in. Like it was just worthless. Besides like Karazhan and maybe Caverns of Time, it was like it.
Yeah.
And then in Wrath, like even though it's in Azeroth, you're just gonna sit in Dalaran. There's like no point.
Mm-hmm.
And just the fact that it increased that level cap, like it made everything else worthless.
Yeah, plus flying honestly did. Like it's nice to have flying, but flying like kind of ruined it, and like you said, made it feel like it was outer space and just the world was so big and
Yeah.
just didn't feel Azeroth just felt much better.
It did. Like I didn't like the sci-fi. I'm flying around. Like the world just felt weird. Like it didn't feel like I was in a fantasy setting anymore. I don't know. It bothered me because I was like straight addicted to classic World of Warcraft. You know, I had a lot of fun with my guild. I liked 40-man raids. And then I just felt myself getting like slowly pulled away from Burning Crusade. And I don't know, just started quitting. And I always found myself craving the initial game, and I just couldn't play it anymore. It was gone.
Did you take a big break until they released Classic again?
What I pretty much did is I played midway through TBC, got bored of it, started playing the end of Wrath, and joined the beginning of Cataclysm when dungeons were like legitimately kind of difficult.
Yeah.
Like before they nerfed them, and my friends and I were clearing through them, and we were doing fine, and then all of a sudden they nerfed them, and my interest sort of went back down again.
Yeah.
Because it was like our thing, and then they just made it easier, which was, I don't know.
Yeah, they did a lot of that on Cataclysm, I feel like.
Yeah, it was weird because I was like, oh, this is legitimately challenging. It's like content I can just do with my friends. This is great.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, I didn't play. I don't think I played again until Legion. And I liked Legion for what it was. It was not. It didn't feel like the same.
Did you have Mythic Dungeons then? It seems like.
Did I do Mythic Dungeons? Yeah, I did Mythic Dungeons. Then I don't remember how high I went. I know I did some Mythic raiding with my guild, and I had started doing some like dungeon runs, and I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, I forgot I was injured at the time, and then I started going back to work and just getting back to the swing of things. I just slowly started fading away from it, just because it was like my schedule changed so much, and I hated trying to balance it again because I just wasn't used to it.
Yeah.
But I haven't played retail since Legion.
I think BFA was after that. BFA might be the last one I played. Legion or BFA was one of them.
I almost played BFA, and my friend almost talked me into Dragonflight because I told him, I was like, I'm not going to play unless they release a new class, because then I'll feel like, you know, it's a new starting point. Like, no one could have played that class before then. And then I did not like the look of Drakthir, or whatever they're called.
Yeah, the furries.
Yeah, I was like, WoW dragons are usually like these big, strong, beefy looking dragons.
Yeah.
Like, they're not slender, they're not weak looking at all. And then they just release these like
Betas.
really weak looking, like it just, and it's so lazy. It was just like, isn't it just like the Blood Elf model?
Something like that. You're
I think
right though. They just reused the model pretty much.
Yeah, reuse like the Blood Elf model for the males, and like let you dye your hair purple and blue.
Oh no, it's the. And also they did the same thing for the male succubus as well. I think, right?
I know there's an incubus, which you can actually have that in classic now.
They added that too. Yeah, I saw that.
Which, whatever. Like, if you want to have a male.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name
To
of
be
that
fair,
actual
with
demon.
what Blizzard's been through, I feel like good call, honestly.
Oh yeah.
And then,
Oh.
at that point.
I see that there. I'm leveling in the Blasted Lands right now, and you have to always watch out for that Teremus the Devourer. You know, that elite dragon that roams.
Oh, yeah.
I see him right now. Staying the hell away from that.
We'll run some days. Bro, earlier on my death log, a couple hours ago, I saw a level 60 warlock died at Kel'Thuzad in Elwyn.
It's people that just edit that stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say okay, is it just edited?
Yeah, people have found a way to go into that and like they create a custom one.
Oh shit, that's funny.
Which is funny because I actually saw a Reddit post where someone was like, and I thought I had to worry about stitches, and it was like, was slain by Ragnaros in Duskwood. But what's funny is when they took that screenshot, it was actually a buddy of mine, Lout. He died at the exact same time as that other person, so like they took a screenshot of him dying and posted it. I thought it was hilarious. It's like just by pure coincidence he was there.
Yeah.
I'm out of range.
But yeah, I was gonna play Dragonfly because I was like, perfect chance, new class, perfect chance. And then I saw it and I was like, maybe the dragon forms are better. No. Just these like little weak looking dragons. Like I was like, they really couldn't have beefed them up. Really, like I just kept thinking about how the dragons that like wield those pole arms in I
know what you're talking about. I can't think right now.
Yeah, like, and they always rotate them as they run around. Like, I was like, man, why couldn't I look even something close to that? I would have probably played it.
Yeah, the like Twilight Highlands type of deal. The like Rimkin or whatever.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. They're also in the classic raid. I can't think of it.
Upper Blackrock Spire.
Upper Blackrock, yeah. And Anixia's Lair. Or
Mm-hmm.
Blackwing Lair.
Yep.
And Anixia's Lair too, actually.
But no, like I was like, that's what I was envisioning, just like with updated graphics, and actually looks like a character. But
yeah,
I was like, perfect, I'll play that. And I saw it, and I was like, nah, I'm good.
That's still recharging.
I tried to convince him to play this, but he's all about retail, like just loves it.
Damn. Yeah, some people fuck with it.
I have never loved it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll go back anytime soon.
I honestly don't think I will ever play retail again. To me, they're getting into a situation like, I don't know, have you ever heard of EverQuest?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I never played it though.
Old game, like 20 plus expansions, still like good in its own way. But
it was like out before WoW, right?
yes, at the time it was like the popular. Yeah. And
even before like OSRS.
Yeah, like it was like a 1998 MMO, and like, you know, essentially just like played like World of Warcraft in a sense, not nearly as smooth, but still. But at first, you know, pretty straightforward game. But now it's like, after 20 plus expansions, like each expansion they try to add a new system, they try to add like a new currency, a new form of gear, a new like mechanism to make it interesting and stuff. And now it's like you log in and it's just all this bloated junk from like 20 expansions, and you're like, what am I even looking at?
Yeah, that's exactly how retail feels now.
Yes.
Especially with all the like power. Was it Legion that we had the artifact weapons where it's like we're gonna go get the most legendary weapons of all time for your class. Like there can't technically what else could be better than having Ashbringer as a paladin, right?
Yep.
Like what else could be bit bigger? And then like now the next expansion comes out, now it's like your Ashbringer is just
Yep. Oh, something's wrong with it now. You got to get something else.
Yeah, it's like
really, did we really have to do that?
yeah.
Like I hate that stuff, and I also hate how it's turned into like, you're the hero of heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, champion, savior of Azeroth. Like I've never loved that stuff.
Yeah.
Like just let me adventure. Like that's all I really care about.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can let my character be recognized by some of the more, well-known characters in the universe, but like I don't want to be their equal.
Yeah, no.
I don't need to be. I just,
Yeah, it's always like this Azeroth's dying and he's a hero.
Everything's on the
Oh,
line
be a
constantly.
villain.
And it's just so wishy-washy with like the factions and everything, just like whether they're fighting or not, it's just like the stupidest shit all the time.
Yep.
Never makes any sense.
I've also gotten really tired of them using horde leaders as enemies. I feel like they just butchered Sylvanas for no reason.
Yeah.
I don't know, it could just be me, but like I don't know. I'm tired of like the really dramatic, over the top, everything's like world ending. It's just, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Whatever happened to Dr. Michael Berry?
Who?
Yeah.
Wasn't he like your friend too? I know he knows a lot.
I think I know who you're talking about. Kyle?
Probably. He'd get drunk and do stupid shit on the mic.
Yes. One time we were playing. Oh my gosh, I got stories now. Jeez.
I haven't heard from that guy in a very long time.
We were playing 7 Days to Die. Pretty early on. Oh, I think Teremus is ripping someone apart. But we were playing 7 Days to Die, and something happened where it's like he flips a switch, and he goes from being a decent person to just like ruining every bit of fun you could ever have.
Meow.
Yo. Bad
I
dragon.
need a pita.
Bad.
Is playing cards tonight or no?
I don't know what's
I'm
going
killing
on. With that.
basilisk.
I'm not to go to work. Well, bed for work after I finish this dungeon.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
I'm just at least
What
hitting
level are you?
51.
You might be able to run the Alderman one time.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Ultimate here in a little bit. I'm gonna take a small break after this, but if anybody does want to do Ultimate, I'm gonna tank it. I'm only gonna be level 43, but I mean, pretty stacked, so I'm not really worried.
No, I vouch for him, dude. He's the best tank I've met.
I also might just go as a DPS though at the same time. Trying to decide.
Honestly, you might just want to DPS it for your first run.
Yeah.
Because they do hit hard as fuck.
Oh yeah. Might be
No, I love Ultimate. It's Horde. Horde has, I think, 3 or 4 unique bosses in there.
yeah, you get to kill the dwarves.
Yep. And they drop some really
good.
cool loot that you can use forever. It's useful forever.
The charge zone.
Yep. Like on a PvP server, you don't have to be engineer and you get some really cool stuff. Like, listen to this, Tony. Like, there's a plate helmet in there that essentially gives you a sap. Like, your character charges and knocks a character out. It can even work in PvP. And it it's like a sheep, essentially. It keeps the character from moving, keeps him stunned for I think like 30 seconds or something like that.
Pretty fat.
Yep. And there's also a shield that has slow fall.
Is it soulbound? Like, could you buy one off the auction?
Nope. It's soulbound. Because you got to kill the dwarf NPCs in there. It's great, though. I loved having that stuff. It was like one of those things that, back in the day, people didn't always know. So, like, whenever they'd see a warrior do that charge attack, they'd be like, wait, that's not, what the hell is that? Just, back then everyone, it's terrible. No one knew anything. Had to get on Thoughtbot.
I remember Thoughtbot was funny. That's throwback.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I still, in all my time playing, I probably still put in more time in vanilla than I have in classic, hardcore, retail, anything combined.
Damn.
I mean, I grinded to like nearly rank 14, and I rated up to Nax in vanilla, so I had way too much time.
Good stuff. What class did you play, Hunter?
I played a hunter and a warrior.
I need to get closer.
Warrior's like just Nax gear, Nax warrior gear. I can't think of it. Fucking Dreadnought gear is just like my favorite, probably.
Very, very cool gear.
Time.
I would say my favorite tier gear is honestly, I like the hunter Nax gear. I love Crypt Stalker, the way it looks.
Crypt Stalker is sweet.
I also just like that it's like hunter tier set, they use every single one. It's one of the few classes that actually uses every tier.
Yeah, you're right. I love the mage set too.
The mage set is pretty cool. I think especially depending on the race, like looks really good.
So sweet on it. I think.
Nidos can't even be mages.
I was about to say, wait, fuck, that's my classic fucking, I mean, that's the fucking retail.
Being a retail? No, I'm sure it looks good on, but it looks good on, pretty good on humans. I think it looks great on undead.
Yeah.
That's still recharging. I can't cast
So,
that yet.
are people making new characters? Should I wait to level as druid so we could?
Yeah, I'm making a priest.
Yeah, I'm already a healer as well.
Or I can do a
Can't
barbarian.
attack that target.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, you're
You go
playing.
Shadow Priest.
Wait, barbarian?
Alright,
Are you playing Diablo?
No, it's a
That's what-
warrior
that's
who
what
only
I
wears
asked
leather.
him.
He only
I was
wears
just
leather
like-
and he wears no chest piece.
I just got confused because I was like, I know Lauka's been playing Diablo.
Yeah.
I said
Just a warrior who only wears leather and doesn't wear a chest piece.
Sounds like some Conan the Barbarian's chat.
About the ding tomorrow, 46.
Juicy.
I want to do Maraudin tomorrow. You think I'm ready for that? Top?
Last boss is 53.
So
It would get sketchy near the end. Princess is a bit of a beast.
Maybe 51, I think, actually. But, yeah, Princess can be tough. You can definitely do the first half, but I don't know. I don't think people really do that.
Like you could probably do purple and orange wings, but most of the time you're just gonna want people are gonna be wanting to do princess runs.
Yeah, I'd wait for probably like 48, 49 or something. DPS it.
Really, purple and orange, like they get weird. Like it is such a long dungeon. I have done like a full clear of Maraudon. It is very weird to do that.
Yeah, it's not fun. Definitely do the quest line
Uh-huh.
run once, and then just do princess runs after for sure.
Yep.
All the good
The
gear,
helmet
so.
she drops is
To me, it's
Yeah.
like
and her
the
neck.
it's like the real pre-in-game dungeon. I think it's, what is it? Is it the last dungeon before the level 60 ones? I can't remember.
No. I mean, yes, Sunken Temple. The Sunken Temple's
Oh
level
yeah,
61.
Sunken Tech was up there with it. That dungeon can go to hell though.
I just did it today. I wanted to kind of kill myself after, so.
You did it? Really?
On my priest.
Oh,
Level
okay.
51. Yeah.
Did you all do the the optional jump down to the pit boss?
No. Or, yeah, we did the pit boss. In Outer Ring or something like that.
That dungeon,
The tall Alarian.
yeah, I don't remember anything good coming from that place.
Yeah.
I don't mean gear wise. I just mean like I just feel like I get the heebie-jeebies from that place. Thinking about running hardcore.
Dungeon. It's really buggy.
It's just glitchy. There's pits and stuff.
Yep. There's
I
like
don't
lots of mind control bosses that can like really fuck you if you don't have
Mhm.
like any real CC, or if there's just an idiot in your group that wants to like kill a teammate or just let a teammate get killed type deal.
Yep.
You know, this fun stuff.
That's what scares me about Undead Strat. That Banshee boss is a mind control.
Yeah, that's
And I've
right.
seen people talking about that stuff like this guy was like, yeah, there's this rogue in our group that was just DPS like normal. As soon as I got mind controlled, I saw him pop every last DPS cooldown he could, and he tried to kill me. He's like, it was about on the last, and he got him. Dude ended up killing him. He's like, LOL, whoops. The worst part about that MC is I think you get rid of it by actually damaging that person like to 40% health.
Mm.
Just
I was gonna say, how do you counter that?
I don't know. I plan on looking it up because if there's like a potion, like if I can take a limited invulnerability potion and it breaks or something, I will 100% have one on me at all times. Which really, that's a good potion to have on you, period. Limited invulnerability potion, it acts like a paladin bubble in a sense. But I think it's just for physical stuff. But like if one of these bugs goes through, like where you fall off a flight path, something like that, it'll save you. Like it saves you from fall damage. So like,
Alright, brothers.
so
I'm out of here.
have
Have a
fun
good
at
night,
work.
Yeah, good night.
Oh, actually, fuck. I should go. I should hearth and get rest XP.
Yes, you should.
It's young master.
I haven't seen this dragon. Where are you, Teremus?
Now I'm out of here.
Later.
Good luck with your Alderman run. Doc, don't die on me.
Thank you.
I need my item tank. We'll do some dungeons tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.
Anita. Has Geo still been playing with you? Or is he dead?
Geo? I don't think he's been.
I was wondering. Because I feel like he hasn't played since Lauk died.
Yeah, I haven't even seen you or him for a minute.
I'm literally just not playing because of my wrist. That is the only reason.
Your wrist.
Yeah, like, so at first it was just like, it just felt tired and fatigued, and it's like right where the base of my thumb connects to my wrist, and it felt like nothing. And then I just kept doing that. It sort of affected whenever I was in the gym, and I didn't really think anything of it. Like I've had pains and stuff. Plus I'm 30. Like even in my 20s, I would have some pains. It was nothing bad, and it didn't hurt while I was playing, so I didn't really care. It would just be stiff after. And it just kept getting worse and worse, and to the point after one of my lifts, like it was bad. Like it hurt a lot, and I kept looking up stuff, and
Yeah,
it was like
because-
some kind of, and I believe it's some kind of tendonitis, and essentially the only way to, you know, counteract it is just let it rest. So I've just been like not playing.
That's fair.
But of course, I decided to do like one lift in the middle of this because I was like, it'll just make it feel better. No, it did anything but, and I just powered through it the whole time. Felt good in the moment. The next day I woke up and it felt like my wrist got ran over. I was like, you're a fucking idiot. So
Well, now you know.
yeah, no, I mean I've been there. I've dealt with tendonitis before. It's just a pain. Like I had it on my shoulder, and it got to the point where if I was like laying on my back and I tried to raise my my arm from like to my side, like up above my head, I couldn't do it. I'd have to like rotate it out to my right, like in a circle, a half circle, and then like that's the only way I could get it above my head.
Damn.
Yep. But I just didn't do any exercises that bothered it for a while, and then after like, 3 weeks to a month, it just felt like nothing ever happened. I never had an issue with it again as long as I like took it easy whenever I felt it.
Yeah, I just have to stop jerking off every now and then.
Yeah, that's impossible. I won't.
I usually go down from like 4 or 5 jerks to like 1 or 2 maybe.
I think it was just because like I went from no computer gaming, and I was been slightly inactive, in comparison to how I usually am, to like when hardcore came out, it was like very many hours a day. So I got
Hardcore, bro. You
yeah,
gotta go hardcore.
literally you had to go hardcore. But I couldn't tell you the last time I even played on my computer at all, and if I did, it was only for like an hour, and I got bored and just went and played on a system instead.
Yeah. A console.
Yeah, like either my Xbox or my Switch. And I don't know, I just think that, and then all of a sudden I tried to get back into lifting, and I give myself like, I just went back into it like I hadn't been taking it easy. And just the two combined, just dumb stuff. But I'm at least giving myself a few play sessions a week. As long as it doesn't hurt in the moment, which it doesn't. I don't feel pain while I'm playing.
Probably mostly just your working out, it seems like.
Yeah, it just I just need to realize that whenever I'm doing an exercise, that I feel decent amounts of physical pain while I'm doing it. I just need to stop doing that. Just stubborn.
Yeah.
Like I want to do that workout, I'm going to do that workout. I don't care. I'm dumb as hell.
Alright, I'm gonna take a break. Catch you.
Alright, peace.
I almost ended up going to bed, but I was like, no, it's bare minimum. Play for a little bit, just to at least hit 51, because I'm curious how much rest experience I have going into 51.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Trying to see what Lamp was doing. I know he's playing right now, but he's playing Diablo. Try to get him into
Oh yeah, I think he said he's been playing with his brother or something.
I wonder if they're in some kind of Discord. I know they're not in the same room.
him and Tony were talking, I think they said something about he can be in Discord and still talk to his brothers. So maybe they're in the same room? I don't know.
I don't know, someone texted like an hour ago and never responded. They must be in it. I don't know. I tried the first season of Diablo. I think I'm fine.
Diablo fucking sucks, dude.
I'll be honest. I really thought Diablo 4. At first, I was really talking myself into it. I was getting all the promotional stuff. And then I was like, really going through it. And I was like, well, after I get through Act 1, I'll be fine. Because I played through Act 1 multiple times. And then it just, like, it got no more fun. Like, I didn't think anything about it was fun. The camera was so zoomed in. The quests were boring. I just, there was nothing fun about it.
It's just not a great game. Anything Blizzard makes in it is just fucking dog doo-doo. And it's just pay to, like, they only want you to pay for shit.
Like, if someone held a gun to my head and, like, if, I don't even know what analogy I'm trying to make here, but if I had to play a Diablo game, I would much rather play Diablo 3, Diablo 2.
Take a bullet to my
pretty much. Like, if someone said play through every single act quest again, I would be, like, really upset.
It's all just, it's,
If someone even said to do it, I like for me to get paid, I would still feel reluctant. It would feel like work to me.
I mean, I might play for it if I was getting paid for it.
If I were getting paid like more than I was getting paid to work,
Yeah.
my actual job, I'd consider I would do it.
Yeah.
But like, it's just not
It's just,
fun.
once I saw them like auto target their battle pass thing, and it's a one-time click, that was just like for me to like be like, yeah.
For me, it was just I don't know. It just didn't feel fun. Like, I feel like you couldn't really see the world because of the camera. Everything just felt kind of samey. The quests were nothing interesting. Nothing like stood out to me. Like, nothing felt memorable. Like, I really couldn't tell you anything that stood out in that game to me. Not a single part that I was like, wow.
Because the game's fucking doo-doo. Everything's the same. Like, every fucking dungeon's the same. The bosses, there's like literally 3 bosses.
Yeah. Really is. Like, none of it excited me. I don't know what they would have to do in Season 2. I know some people were like, the loot drops are so good, the experience is so much faster. I'm like, that's not...
No, you know what they did? They fucking basically made it feel like a fucking hack where so much loot drops now that it feels like you're like cheating.
Makes me sort of feel like that's how Diablo 3 feels, but I'll be honest, like, people get like to give Diablo 3 a lot of crap, and I know why, because I have too. But by the end of it, like, it was sad when I realized that I was having more fun in Diablo 3 than I was in Diablo 4.
Yeah, I could say that for Diablo 2, but I don't necessarily care for Diablo 3.
Oh, I will... You say you don't care for Diablo 2 or Diablo 3?
3.
Oh yeah, no. Like, I would rather play Diablo 2 than Diablo 3. But like, I would play Diablo 3 now and then just for like a random season if I wanted something a little different.
I'd probably rather play Diablo 3 than 4 at least.
I really did. I think the more recent seasons, like, I actually had some fun leveling my character. Like, trying to grind up some rifts and stuff. It was like, not fun all the time, but it wasn't like boring. I would say Diablo 4, I felt bored most of the time. Even in hardcore, I felt bored. Now Diablo 2...
I did hardcore for a minute, but it wasn't fun either.
No, there was nothing fun about it. I thought it would up the excitement. It didn't do anything for me.
I might have to go get my baby. Hang on, baby.
Do what?
I'm gonna have to go get my baby.
Alright. So yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna go tonight. I'm still pretty tired. I had a very bad stomach flu for a few days. I hadn't had anything like that for like 16 years. I was indisposed. Might as well have been dead. My wife, the absolute champion that she has, stepped up and allowed me to just be worthless in a room for like 3 days. My own dragon. It scared me pretty bad there for a sec. Why have I been going here? You know what? I remember thinking, oh, this quest will be pretty fast. It's not. It's not a fast quest. Not at all. But yeah, assuming this server feels better, I will stream more regularly. I don't want to not stream. I was hoping I could have slowed down a little bit from what I was doing. But definitely done more than I'm doing now. I'll tell you what. Seriously, if Classic Plus gets announced, I'm going to have to get everything. I'm going to have to get in good shape, really good shape. Get my wrist going perfect. Because I will put in a lot of time to that. Oh my gosh. I do miss PvP. I will say that's one thing about hardcore. I legitimately miss PvP. I miss world PvP. Especially on like a more fresh... Alright, what's my melee? I don't think my melee skills are that great right now. Oh no, they're not good. I'll need to level those up. That's terrible. And that's what happens when you don't play for like a week, yeah? You forget stuff.
Okay.
What you got your baby?
I guess she's okay.
What do you have it with you right now?
No, she...
Ah.
I was just checking.
Yeah, we were talking about Diablo being really boring. I don't know. I'd rather.
Just Blizzard just sold out like after like 6 or 8 years. It's just been down.
I feel like every single one of my favorite franchises is like just going downhill. Like I love like two of my favorite genres. I would say would probably be like, I guess the games I put the most time into, MMORPGs or like sort of at least multiplayer RPGs like Diablo and stuff. Blizzard games, and I like monster taming games. And I'll tell you, it feels like lately they just treat those two different things as just cash grabs. Because
Everything.
like all these monster taming games now and then, like Scarlet and Violet from Pokemon, I still played it, but the performance was terrible. The graphics weren't great. Like, you're talking about a company that makes a ton of money, and they just put out slop. Like, I know they could have made a good game.
You see these one developer team games, dude, and they're like way better than just a fucking team of like 500 people.
Yep. It's like there's this new Dragon Quest Monsters game coming out, and I was like really looking forward to it. I was like, this is gonna be good. And I played the demo, and it's like the overworld is ugly as heck. It stutters, lags out, and I'm just like, what? What day and age? Why is this acceptable now? That you can just turn. It has day one DLC as well, like content that should be part of the base game, and they consider it DLC.
Yeah.
Day one.
Look at fucking Starfield. That game
Never
is
even
already
played it.
10 years behind. It like
I bet it feels like an old game, doesn't it?
It doesn't feel like an old game. Like the graphics are good and shit, but like you could literally shoot in front of the officers in like a main town.
I saw that. I saw it.
And like the ragdoll physics compared to like Red Dead Redemption, or not Red Dead, yeah. What am I thinking? The cowboy game?
You're thinking you're thinking of Red Dead Redemption, yeah.
Yeah. Like the ragdolls, like the everything about it is just fucking old ass. Like you have to load in everywhere to every single thing.
It's too far away.
It has me scared because I'm a huge Elder Scrolls fan. It has me scared for the newer, like whenever the next Elder Scrolls comes out, like 6.
Hopefully they see how Starfield went and it might get changed, but
Lately, I just don't have it. Like, also, I would say shooters, also terrible. Like Call of Duty, I remember like being.
Call of Duty, yeah.
I liked the Modern Warfare for 2019. Whenever it first came out, I thought it was really fun. So then I was like, oh, Modern Warfare 2, I'll play that. Very okay, like none of the original maps. I was like, from the original Modern Warfare 2, I was like, well, that makes no sense. And then all of a sudden, Modern Warfare 3, essentially it just seems like an expansion to the game, DLC, and it has all of the Modern Warfare 2 maps. Or a lot of them. I'm like, I just don't understand it.
Call of Duty sells you the same shit over.
Yep. Which usually I don't even mind. As long as there's some difference, I truly don't. I know I'm paying for trash.
Mm-hmm.
But like, as long as it's like decent trash. But it's like nowadays they don't even try. They just know it's trash. And they just throw tons of microtransactions. And they know they're going to make money off of it anyway and screw you. It doesn't matter.
That's why I'm not gonna buy AAA titles anymore.
Like, you know what? We're going to make $1 million off of our Nicki Minaj skin. We don't care if you buy a copy.
Mm-hmm. Time and time again, dude. AAA titles are just shit anymore.
I just think a lot of these businesses nowadays, like, they just know how to milk. They like milking people as a total science. And that's all they try to do.
It is, and they do. And they can.
Be charging.
Yep.
Until we stop paying for it, and then they'll change. But
I think it's to the point, though, that even if you, like, people do boycott certain things, it'll never be the same anymore because you just have these whales. Like, these people supply, like, you gotta know that Call of Duty, ever since they started introducing, like, rat skins and cat skins, and, like, it's essentially like Fortnite, and people just eat it up. And I know it's bad whenever I look at some of the skins and I'm like, I would no, like when I look at it, I know that I would probably buy it, and I stay away from it. Because like,
yeah.
like right now they actually, I don't know how bad you felt. Like they have a Halloween up there right now, and you can play as Lilith and Inarius from Diablo 4 and Call of Duty. So like right now, there's people like rolling around as like, do you
It's so weird.
yeah. And
I know what you mean, because I started to get into some Fortnite skins.
Yep.
But it actually was decent. Like, they were good skin. Like, they put time and money and effort into that shit.
I'll be honest, the Halloween ones, I was legitimately tempted to go in and get, like, I think it was the Van Helsing Alucard skin.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm talking about, like with his glasses and the red trench coat and stuff.
Hello.
You know what I'm talking about?
Not exactly, but...
I gotta rally him.
Hello.
Alucard.
You'd have to send a picture or something.
I am.
I almost died after we got done with fucking WC last night. Trying to just get out of the fucking cave.
Really?
Yeah. Me and the warrior were gonna try to run out, and get turn in the quests, and then we almost both died.
That's awful.
I was like freaking, because I was like holding the baby at the same time. I was like, God damn.
What level are you now? You didn't hear me?
21, 22.
Oh, okay, I just want to make sure I wasn't.
I didn't know if I should stop because it seems like people are about to start making new characters.
Who's that? Like, are you talking about Lauk and them?
Loud, I think.
I would like it if he played again.
Yeah, I think Tony's trying to get him back in. He said he'll pay for his subscription or something.
Like, I hate to say it, he can play any way he wants. But when he told me that he died doing an instance, I was like, no. It would have cost you nothing to just get more people.
Yeah. That's true.
Like, that's the thing, like, I know I play, like, extremely cautious, but, like, that's because I know it's no, like, it's fun to do that stuff, and I know people want to just have fun, but I think it's far less fun to just be dead in this game.
And restart from level 40.
Over and over and over again. It's
The
like,
only way I justify doing it is because I get a little higher each time.
yeah,
I get up about 5 levels and I'll die. So I should make it to like 43 or something this next time.
yeah. It's like, kudos to Tony for, like,
I can't cast that
being,
yet.
he's gonna end up passing me.
Mm-hmm.
And he has re-leveled very many times. Like, he has almost caught me and passed me on multiple characters. And I thought that Lauk was almost about to get me too. I don't know. Like, I still have fun leveling. Yeah, it gets a little dull right now, especially like at the level I'm at right now. I think it's very grindy.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually get this burned out kind of feeling
Yeah, I
around this
usually
level.
peter out right around then.
Because, like, it's just close enough to 60 where I really want to push for it, but I know no matter how hard I push, it's going to not go that quickly. Because at this point,
I've
like,
always
the journey is
petered
done.
out.
I want to do level 60 stuff. What were you saying? Sorry.
I'm the same way. I usually end up not finishing the end game.
I don't think I've ever stopped completely once I've hit the 50s, but to me it does get old at this point, because, like, I love the journey. I usually love 1 through 20. I love the lower level stuff, but once it starts to get into like the 40s, I'm kind of like, eh. And then really when it gets to the 50s,
If I didn't have
hmm.
you guys to play with, I probably would.
At this point, even if I didn't want to play at 60, I'm gonna hit 60 just to have a hardcore character that has hit level 60.
Yeah, I think I want to get to that too at some point.
Like, that is my goal. I gotta.
I feel like I'm finally old enough to like have enough willpower to do that.
Yep.
It's mostly my ADD. It's like,
For me, it's just like, I don't know. This doesn't feel like the same as Classic, and I think it's because, number one, I usually always play Horde, and also I miss PvP.
yeah, you could go into the arena.
I could die. No, like, I thought it would be funny because I was like, oh, I never play on PvE servers. because I think PvP is such a thrill. Like World PvP like has given me like, I know it sounds weird because there is no real consequence, but I have had some situations where like my heart feels like it's gonna beat out my throat. And just like stupid World PvP, you know, like there's been a guy that you two have been like sort of ganking each other, attacking each other like throughout the night, and there's like a bunch of close calls, and you don't know if a rogue's near you and stuff, and it's fun. And I thought I would get that from hardcore, but just the way I play, like I don't get that.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like right now I'm just fighting mobs that are two or three levels lower than me. The scariest thing is this dragon that's rolling around.
Are you in a rafting?
Blasted lands.
Blasted. That's different.
Yep, there's a skull level dragon that roams here. Right now I have a march with a skull, and I have my dragons. I have my dragon tracking on.
The only dragon I've seen is the one in the raft.
No, this one's notorious. It ends multiple people. Like there was a guy that logged off in the middle of the road here. I don't know why, but logged back in. That dragon was on him and like killed him in like 2 or 3 hits.
Oh no. That would be me. My kid would need something to log out and log back in and get
Done.
fucked.
Yep, it's this zone and Ungoro Crater. Like they intimidate me to no end.
Yeah, you really have to watch your. You can't be fucking around.
No, you can't really do it here either. Like even in like western, like the Plague Lands and some of the other high level zones like Winter Springs, like Winter Spring, there's not really any gross roaming creatures, but in these areas, like it's dangerous. But there's some quests here that are good, and I know I need it, or I will end up having to grind. I cannot grind right now. If I do pure grind, I'll lose my mind. I might as well be grinding though. This quest is terrible. I don't know if you remember those Blasted Lands quests where you gather the animal parts and you turn them in.
I've gotten that far a few times.
I've never been this far on Alliance before.
I'm more about the journey than the end.
I generally am too. Now I'm completely about the end. Just let me have it. Let it be done. This zone is always so ominous because it's where the dark portal is, and you just see like this big piece of Warcraft history just sitting there. So damn cool. It's even cooler that it doesn't do anything, it's just a mystery. It's like I obviously know what it does now. It doesn't do anything on this server though. But just like looking at it from here, I'm like, oh.
Is that the Illidan? Or
Yeah, burning. It's entrance to Burning Crusade.
Burning Crusade.
We were actually just before you got in, we were talking about Classic Plus and like what we would do if it actually came out or what that means to us.
It's gonna be shit because it's new Blizzard. That's all.
Here's the thing.
Sucks. But if it's the developers that are right there right now, it's gonna be shit.
The only thing to me is like they have done. It depends on who's doing it. If it's the people who did hardcore, they've done a decent. They had some decent changes. They didn't go crazy. They added some anti-griefing measures. They added a few things like the Makarov thing's cool. That they never needed to add that. You know.
Yeah, but that's the whole point of Classic is that you don't change anything, and that's why it's good.
Now, see, I see the difference. I think that Classic on its own is great, and era servers there are great, but I would like some different stuff. I'd like to see some slight balance changes, and I'm not saying make some of these classes way better than the others. Just don't make paladins do a rep paladin do 1/3 or 1/4 the damage of a warrior.
Yeah,
or
me too.
like just allow some of these specs that people are like, oh, it's just meme spec, don't bring that. Like boost up a bit. And the thing is, there's a lot of content that they just didn't have time to finish in Classic, and I feel like there's a lot of people that wouldn't agree with me, but I hate the way MMOs do expansions. You take this really big, nice open world like Azeroth, you know, lots of content, lots of varied zones, it's a great area, separate city, feels like World of Warcraft, and then you try to get everyone into this one area, so everyone buys an expansion, levels raised by 10, all those old raids, all the old content's invalidated, it's worthless. You have no reason other than like one dungeon to even be in Azeroth anymore.
Did you watch that video that I posted?
Oh, no, I still need to. I might actually watch it tonight while I'm laying down.
Dude, it's so good. I got like 2/3 of the way through, but it basically talks about all that, like how it does the whole progression all the way up from vanilla to like like the last like retail basically.
Yeah.
And it's exactly what you're saying right now. Like they fucked it, which I didn't. I always liked Dungeon Finder because I hate fucking walking. But now that I know why that didn't work,
What's happening?
because it's like basically the start of
What is this?
killing the world, or like I don't know, like basically towards the end, you didn't have to have the right gear to do any of the old like the new bosses. You could just randomly match with people without even communicating one word and defeat these bosses, these main bosses.
Something's happening with my screen. I gotta log out of this game. I don't know what's happening. This is not good. There we go. That was bizarre. I couldn't see like my camera was stuck up under my mount. But yeah, no, like everything they changed. Like I remember the time.
It killed WoW. They literally killed it themselves. Yeah.
A lot of people probably. I actually have seen some people agreeing with my like what I was saying. Like they took this great big world and they condensed it to Outland. 7 zones. Outland's the only relevant thing. And not even every zone in Outland, because not all of it's level 70. And you take one city instead of multiple, and you just jam everyone to this crappy area, and you just throw them into space, give them flying mounts. And now instead of this gigantic world crafted by people that really loved it, you're in Outland. You're in space. It's ugly. There's some pretty zones, okay, but you're all jam-packed in this crap hole with like 7 zones, and all that old good content is gone, and it's just so stupid. I will never understand why they did it, when all they could have done is just expanded on the lore and Azeroth. They had plenty of content. They did not have to increase the level cap. They could have like this is all I want of Classic Plus. I do not want a level cap increase. I do not want a hub where everyone is thrown in. I don't want content that invalidates all the old content. Do some class balance changes, add some dungeons that give different loot. Maybe that's better for different specs. Maybe it's just
I could agree with, like where they rework all the loot or something. That'd be
cool. At like make a raid where the raid's like different, like for some specs, or add some unique trinkets, or be like Anchorage and add books that give increased skill ranks of some stuff.
Why couldn't they just add another like dungeon in fucking Westfall?
Stuff like that. Like, no, there was all kinds of cut stuff. Like, there was a battleground cut from Ashara. Like, the Emerald Dream as a raid was already in progress. They just never put it in. There's tons of zones that were never that were never put in the game, or things that were planned. And instead of working on that, they just were like, okay, let's make Burning Crusade, and we gotta have a level cap increase, because why else will people buy this? Because like,
well, yeah, their numbers started dropping, so that's why they keep pushing nerfing.
Yep, you got to make the new best thing that makes the old stuff worse, because you're not going to be good unless you have the new levels and you have the new gear and you're in the new area. Oh, you're just playing an Azeroth still? You're not going to get good stuff from that. Because I've seen some people talk about like, oh, in Classic Plus we need a level increase. I'm like, why? Why? So that Molten Core, Blackwing Lair, Zul'Gurub, and Courage, Naxxramas, all of that stuff is just stupid and worthless. Like, why do you want that? That's what a level increase does. Is all that stuff that is still technically content becomes worthless. And now it's like you just destroyed a ton of the world. They can have a way to have content that's slightly different, that has different rewards. That can be gear. And it still work. I know they can.
It sucks that like literally the private servers are better than. That's the only reason why we have classic and classic hardcore.
Well, I know that like it is, but like one of the main things I'm talking about is Turtle WoW, which they are doing. Like I haven't played on it, but it's essentially Classic Plus. Like they have balance changes, they have new races, they have raids and dungeons that don't invalidate the old stuff, but they just have different rewards.
Yeah.
And
that's honestly just what should be Classic Plus.
Yeah. It's nothing wild. It's not revolutionary. They just added some new towns, new quests.
Pay the person that made it, and fucking incorporate it into the game.
Just take their ideas. I'm sure they would be more than willing to do it for money. Like.
Oh yeah, fucking pay them $1 million and call it a fucking day.
Yeah.
Dude, they make so much money. Like, they could make $1 million in a month if they got like an extra fucking 20,000.
I will say that like that's one thing about private servers is it has pushed Blizzard to actually doing stuff for being like, oh, they like use it as a testing ground. Like, wait, so you mean it's not just people vocally saying that they want this stuff? Like they would actually like, instead of being thrown into Outland with 7 zones, they'd actually like to stay in Azeroth with some new raids and new quests.
Yeah.
They don't always have to chase the carrot, really?
Yeah. That's essentially what happened in hardcore.
Yep. Hardcore just started by the community. Classic probably only started because.
And then hardcore on topic.
Classic, I would say, definitely only happened because the private servers were so gigantic.
Yeah. And they actually cease and desist most of them.
I've been waiting for Turtle WoW, but maybe they're like, because I know Turtle WoW right now.
They're gonna get too bad of a pushback.
Probably. Maybe they're actually gonna like, I don't know. We'll see. I believe it was some people have been freaking out because who did they just bring back? That was one of the original guys. Oh, Ding 51. Oh.
And like retail or what?
They just brought back one of like the classic developers or creators.
Oh yeah.
Who was it? Why am I forgetting his name? I feel like it's terrible because he's like one of the main original guys.
Yeah.
Hello. Good luck, friend. Till next we meet. Be careful.
I can't remember.
I gotta figure it out. This is gonna drive me nuts.
Ooh, fire redo.
Chris Metzen. My gosh, Chris Metzen.
Dude, like most of the old developers have come out and just been, fucking quitting. Like they just fucking.
Ooh, that whole bar is rested.
Pretty much after it got bought originally. I think. How long ago was that Activision?
Activision? I'm not sure. It reminds me of when Sony purchased EverQuest. I think it was Sony. I could be missing my timetables, but it's like a game that's successful. Someone buys it out and just they're just like money.
Yeah. Yep. That's all it is. Yeah.
How can we make more money off this? And it's just ruined. Might as well be trash.
Yeah.
But no, I believe people were talking about like Chris Metzen coming back, maybe some of the original Vision. And then there was a tweet. I can't remember. It was one of the developers, one of the Classic developers. Someone like was talking about Classic Plus, and they stated something like, "Oh, we can't really comment on this, but I did want to say that this is something that I've always wanted to see happen." And like people were freaking out about that tweet because it was just like, you know, why would he even take the time to comment on that? That would be, to me, that's the kind of thing that they would be like, he would have to get permission to even say something like that. Because I feel like it would just lead people
really
on.
Watch that video. They talk a lot about all that shit.
I feel like it's just gonna make me screech.
Dude, the beginning of it was so good though. It gets you pumped with like the hype train of all of it, up to like a certain time period, and then it just goes to shit.
Oh, trust me, I mean, I'll probably watch it, but like, I just know it's gonna piss me off because like,
just watch the first hour then.
no, I mean, it was. I saw this, I was like, I'm gonna be falling asleep to this video, and I'll have to rewatch it like 10 times because I'll keep falling asleep.
Yeah.
But no, I just hate it because like Burning Crusade had its good things. I know Wrath had its good things, and I know one thing that I really loved is that with Wrath Classic, people have been saying, and I love seeing this. People are like, I was wrong. It really doesn't feel like Classic. It just feels more like retail to me than Classic. And I love when people say that because people are always like, oh, like the Classic trilogy,
What brings you?
Wrath,
Good luck.
TBC, and Vanilla. And it's,
Till next
I'll be
time.
honest, it's not the case. When I played Wrath, it did not feel like Vanilla World of Warcraft to me. And not at all.
It's close for me. It's closer to vanilla than it is retail. But
It is, but to me it feels like the beginning. Like there's something off with it
the
for me.
beginning of retail. Yeah,
Yes.
that could be true, but I feel like it's closer to.
Kata was really, to me, I felt like I was playing.
I think Cataclysm was the real like over the fucking edge.
To be honest, like I feel like it was a really big thing, but it still felt like World of Warcraft to me. I think when it felt like complete retail to me, Mr. Pandaria, 100%. When I logged
I
on,
actually bought Cath and then never played Cath.
I played Cath, and then I remember going through Mr. Pandaria and stuff, and I was like, this. Like, I didn't play it when it was out, but I was going through the zones, and I was like, I cannot level through this. I know people look at it fondly, but, like, I'll be honest, like, I know I'm going to be old, like, the old character models, or the old, I feel like the old character models fit the world so much better. Like, they look slightly more serious, and they're not, the thing is, they don't look bad. I know some people probably think they look bad, but like I still think that WoW's original art style, it still holds up. I don't think it looks like a bad game.
No, I don't. And like, they did add they added ray tracing and everything else into.
Yeah.
Like I'm using ray tracing right now in Classic, but like that's what threw me off whenever I first started to try retail like a year ago or something. They changed the animation completely, and I.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, what is the mouths like was just like like this weird like really weird animated cartoonish.
Mm-hmm. Like when I logged on my orc.
Like, what is this? I was like,
I remember logging on my orc, and each step looked like he was like bumbling around, like he was like doing noodle animation in a Disney cartoon. And I was like, what is this? Why is everything so bouncy and animated?
yeah.
It really feels over animated to me.
Yeah, yeah, me too. Maybe
Like,
I just used the old, but yeah.
I don't know. To me, I just think it feels really over exaggerated. I don't even think they necessarily look bad. It just
It's
like
kiddish.
it is.
I guess I'm just old, but like, yeah.
I don't know. I've seen the same comments from people, but it could just be people my age. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I just look at it, and I just don't see a ton of redeemable qualities. Like some of the, like I like the newer trolls. I like the upright orcs. I think they still look cool, but I cannot stand the bumbling. It's just, it looks so damn goofy.
It does, dude. Because I was like, I didn't even know how retail even came to be, but now watching that video, it really did help me like understand it all.
And I feel like a lot of the skills are like way too flashy.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're trying to be that for like a design purpose, but it's like everything is really, really obvious.
Mhm.
Like every melee skill looks like a spell going off.
Mhm.
I
Really
can't
true.
cast that yet.
Nothing dead yet? I'm an idiot.
That's still recharging.
I just don't know. It switched to the fucking once they added in WoW tokens and like pay like level increases.
All I'm gonna say is like I would rather have WoW tokens than I would level boosting.
Yeah.
Like people cry about WoW tokens all day, and I get it. I'm right there with them. But people will buy gold all the time. They always will.
That spell is
Even back before the WoW tokens, I remember everyone was buying gold, even way back in vanilla. It's just a lot of times you had to deal with like getting banned or like they would rip you off and not pay your gold. And what are you gonna do? You can't do anything about it.
Yeah, it's like, what are you gonna do? Call the cops whenever your weed dealer doesn't give you weed?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're gonna go over to China real quick and make sure to take that person to jail. Like no, no one's doing anything for you, bud. Sorry. Mom's credit card information probably also got stolen. But like people always did it. But the thing is, like, the stuff that truly bothered me is whenever it started to be like you could buy mounts
Oh, there's
and
a whole section for character transfers. Or there's like
yeah, it's too much.
there's
Like
8 or 10 different things on that tab.
I would seriously rather I would rather than be able to buy gold. I would rather gold buying and botting and none of that ever existed. But in terms
That's
of
also
cash,
why I like this is because I feel like there's not bots.
what's funny is some people have been showing like there actually is a decent amount of botting in some areas. I know some people talk about a decent amount. Really have not seen many.
They might be multi-windowing, but like I don't see bots because like anytime you talk to someone, they usually talk back. Like unless if the population is just so dense right now that like, but before whenever I was playing Lich King like 8 months ago or something like 6 months, it I probably saw more bots than people playing.
Oh, I saw the videos of Wrath where it was just like a sea of a literal sea of bots.
And you can tell. You can totally tell when it's a fucking bot.
No, the bots were wild to me. I was like, what is this?
Oh, she's a crime. She's a little babe. BRB.
Alright. That's all shit. No vendor. So I'll probably crack these all out, and then I guess I'll go to Angoro. I don't really think I'm going to do any leveling in it tonight, but I don't know, maybe later. Just about done with this. Already level 51, and I have a full set of rest experience for level 52. I don't know, we'll see. See how I'm doing tomorrow. My wife's pretty sick right now, so I'll probably be taking care of her big time along with the kids tomorrow. Plus I'll get my some sleep myself tonight. It's pretty late. Whew. Excuse me. I was gonna be back in here though. After like a week of not playing. I need to empty out these bags. Oh, nature spell damage for the balance truths. Oh, I love the bear stuff here. Mail though. Lame. Is there a mailbox here? Send this stuff off. To my bike. Oh. Let's see. Should be fine. Yep. I don't think there's any other really quests. Nah. No, the zone isn't too in depth. I just knew it'd be enough to get me through some, but I know Angoro is probably popping right now. Nope, nope, nope. Oh my gosh, I really had a lot of quests. I haven't been to these things. They can be auctioned, huh? Cool. Thought I remembered that. Why is it auction for anything? I know they don't do anything. Is that it? Okay, good deal. Alright, back to it. I gotta get this done. Ooh. Let's see. I'm gonna get one more scorpion pincer and a lot more gizzards. Well, I do want to say, I think I tried to say it earlier, but to anyone watching me, appreciate it. I know I have not been uploading regularly, but I'll get back to it. Even if it's not this, I've been trying to think of ideas of what else to play. I will get to 60 on this, and if my friends are still playing, I gotta watch out. That dragging around, you know? Lovely. Come on.
Can't cast that.
Anyway, I'm gonna get 3. Alright.
That's still recharging.
get this going. Are you? Oh, my own macro just got me. Come on. Come on. So bad. Anyway. I don't know what else I would play besides this. Stream-wise. Really, once I get 60, I might just take myself a good break. We'll see. If I can get my wrist feeling completely normal. I'll keep playing now and then. Snickerfang gel. Yeah, feed my pet. This is a joke. I'm over it. What is? Why there's so many? What is this? Come on.
I need more mana.
I should have saved that. My pet's gonna die. My pet's gonna die. Pet's gonna die.
Not enough mana.
Don't you die. Oh, I'm gonna. Oh, that's not actually that funny. Let's go turn this in and get some mana back. That's terrible. I should feel ashamed let my pet die like let my pet die like that. Hates me too. I swear, if my pet ended up leaving me after all these levels, just because I was being lazy, that's gonna be terrible. So I got one more quest to go. I'm getting kind of tired, but after this Ungoro Crater, probably won't be actually playing it tonight, but
How may I help? Good luck, friend.
we'll see.
Till next we meet. Be careful.
I was a lot more awake whenever I actually had people in Discord talking to me, but I'm starting to tank now. Plus, it's been a long week. Sorry. I know, very exciting. Let's see what we need still. I'm assuming mostly buzzards. Yeah. I'm still going to keep it on constant dragon tracking because I'm not letting that dragon sneak up on me. See any more buzzards over here? Yeah. Let's feed this one more time and then we'll clear over there. Okay. There we go. I'm just gonna auto attack my way through these, just save some mana. I don't drink. I don't have any drinks on me. I'm gonna pay to level. I already do. As a hunter, you feel like you're paying for everything. Just wish I had my own personal mage to just constantly make me water. I don't like that buzzard's going over there because I feel like that dragon's gonna just go right over that ridge any second now. Oh yeah, wrist is starting to act up a little bit. I'm gonna have to take a break. Where is it going? Over it.
too far away.
Yes. I'm glad I was patient. Buzzard. Wait, how? So where are these buzzards? That undead mage. Don't you do it. You jerk. Oh my gosh, mage everywhere. Ugh, gnome too. Excuse me. It's gonna sick to my stomach. See all these gnomes. Disgusting. Seriously, is there not a single... I almost layered. Not a good choice with Teremus running around. I will say that. That would be too. I could imagine. Excuse me. Who's talking in Discord? Oh, world chat. Vulture. Sorry for the quiet start to. Excuse me. Take a little bit. There is not a flight. You know what? No, I'm not even gonna look. I was about to start looking at the map. Ooh, is there a flight path in Ungoro? That's what I need to figure out. Well, I'm in a zone with a dragon that can one-shot me. Right. It's really a detriment to me surviving this. There it is. I'm so glad of the dragon tracking.
That's still recharging.
Whew. Please. Give me a big gizzard. Kill this game. I asked them in chat if Teremus the Devourer was soloable, and they're like, yeah, he's kiteable, easy, soloable. It's like, you're not getting that death log. Man, the buzzards are the worst part of this. What's funny is at this point, I would have probably got more experience just kill these mobs. It's whatever. I just want these quests done. I'm just gonna kill these. I'm over it. Tired of it. Until Teremus is gone. I'm done. I'm done with it. Look at my phone. My friend's in another Discord. It's depressing. No one seems to be chatting in world chat anymore. It's really weird.
I can't cast that yet.
Please. Just. Oh my gosh. Come on. Probably need to update some of my add-ons. Risk is starting to get me. I know I've said that like 10 times. Excuse me. Nothing else going on. I'm sitting here in like the Barrens Plus. With a giant dragon going around. I'm losing my mind over here. Ooh, that's what Daddy wants. I need to raid it. This is my melee. I'll probably do that off stream sometime. 11:44. Oh, I'm so old. Time for my It has the Baron's music. I miss the Horde. Gosh. I knew I would. But Alliance is just so populated on the server. I miss the Zug Zug. I do. Nah, I like my Night Elf, but I am a sucker when it comes to Zug Zug Horde races. I love orcs, orc warlock, undead same way. Just so neat. I like orc rogues too, to be honest. In a way, orc warriors are cool. Really, I'm trying to think like min max wise what the best races on Horde even are, because I think the best PvE DPS for a lot of things is troll. I've never even played a troll. The feet, you know, no boots. I'm fine with Tauren for the most part, but orc and undead. I guess with Horde I do hate that technically trolls are higher DPS mages and better priests than even undead. If you're talking like from a purely PvE standpoint, which is, it makes me like physically ill, because I don't know, I do have a tendency to min max outside of like gnomes. I'm not gonna choose gnome. But like, I don't. Come here.
I'm out of range.
I do have a tendency to min max. But like, man, I don't know if I could play a. Let's get this killed. I don't know if I could play a troll mage over an undead one. Undead's so classic.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Didn't even give it anyway. Come on, Athon. Let's get away. I'm a mean dragon. I don't know if these are respawned yet. Oh my gosh, come on. Just give me this last one so I can get out of this zone, please. I'll make my way back to Teremus. Oh my gosh, leave me alone.
That's still recharging.
This area is the worst. It's some decent experience though. If I wanted to, I could eat. Look at me. I feigned death, opposing and attacking. I don't know what to do with that macro. Love my 20-year-old elf simulator. Good old Warcraft. Really, I didn't think I'd still. I don't think I can't even talk. I didn't think I'd be playing Classic World of Warcraft in 2023. I'll tell you that. If you would have told my also like, what cool expansion am I playing in the future? If I even am still playing. No, but playing the same old stuff. Except in this version, if you die, your character gets deleted. I wouldn't believe that at all. All done. Yay! I'm probably going to cut my stream now because I might take this opportunity to turn in these last few here with this Ironforge quest. Huh. Maybe I should do that.
What's up, noobs?
What's up?
Mic check.
Yo. Wait, is that? There we go. What's up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Not too bad. Just finally playing. My wrist was feeling okay, so I decided to hop on.
Nice, nice. What level are you?
I am 51.
You must have a lot of rested XP, huh?
Oh yeah. No, this whole
Yeah.
level.
I am listening. What brings
I've just
you
been
here?
allowing myself until like it feels until my wrist feels completely better. I've just been like giving myself like 1 day a week.
What's wrong with your wrist?
Pretty much like where the base of my thumb connects to my wrist, it just hurts. Like in between that and lifting, it's I haven't been. Essentially, if it hurts while I'm lifting weights, I've just been powering through it and
Right.
thinking like it wasn't terrible. I'm like, well, I play, it doesn't really hurt at all. It just.
Yeah.
But I've been like, and instead of it getting better, it's been getting worse. So, at least from what I've talked to with my doctor, it just sounds like some kind of tendonitis. So pretty much, I just have to lay off of it. If it hurts, I need to stop what I'm doing. So, I've just been really trying to take it easy.
It's the way to go, man. You know?
Yeah. I hate it because like interfering with the lifting and with the playing, because like I just want to hit 60 at this point, you know.
You're almost there, though. Take your
I
time.
know.
Yeah.
Plus, it's been making it nice with the rest experience. I will say that.
Yeah. Right now, I'm taking my time as well. I have like a level 33 and like a level 28, 9. So,
No, that makes it nice.
yeah, I'm taking my sweet time, as you can tell.
Like, I'll tell you, it does motivate me a bit, because, like, once I hit level 51, I could see the rest of my rest experience, and I saw that it was the whole next level 2. I was like, oh gosh, that's really nice.
So it takes you, yeah, take a break, huh? Yeah.
Uh-huh. Because all of a sudden I was like, oh, maybe I don't mind taking taking breaks now. Okay, so I'm pretty much just going to get set up for the next day, or for whenever I next play. So, let me sell all these. Actually, nah, I'll just... Man, it sells for like nothing.
Where did I need to go?
I think he's taking care of his baby. I'll be back one sec. So pretty much, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Just set up myself up for tomorrow. Get myself logged off on Tanaras. Get a view quest turned in. Just flight path stuff. I might play tomorrow, depending on my wrist fills. Just gonna take it easy. But hey, I'm back. It's been a while since I played. To anyone who's watching on Twitch tonight, thank you. To anyone watching this on YouTube, I really do appreciate it, and I hope these are still somewhat enjoyable. I probably rambled a lot about Classic Plus tonight. Hey, just take it up, chalk it up to an old man rambling about a game that he cares about. So, anyway, hope whoever's watching has a good day, good night, whatever. I'll catch you all next time. Thank you.